Contrary to popular belief, it is not the big events that make a difference in our professional reputation, but it is what I consider the small moments that really create consistency, reliability, and shape your professional reputation. And here are a few ideas or a few ways that I believe this happens. When we introduce an idea at a team meeting or at an event, think about how you want to frame your idea in a way that creates curiosity. Now, one of the things I do in my work, and you may know this, is I hold a monthly workshop on your networking intro. That's a way to introduce an idea. You're introducing yourself. And so it's important to have a framework. And many times people hesitate to introduce an idea because they're not sure how it's going to land, or people show up at a networking event and they're a little nervous and anxious about how they introduce themselves. Remember, less is more, and people respond to clarity, especially people in leadership. So let's go back to the idea of introducing your thought at a team meeting. Think about using words that are powerful. So as opposed to, gee, I think I'd like to make a suggestion. I think that I have a suggestion about how we do that. What I believe will move the group forward is choosing language that has power. So pay attention to the words you use and how you communicate your ideas. Clarity signals confidence, and confidence builds credibility. When you are answering a question, that is another moment that builds your reputation. It doesn't matter the context or the setting as much as it matters how you proceed. One of the most powerful things you can do is pause. Instead of rushing to answer the question, a brief pause, that was 3 seconds. And sometimes when you are pausing, it can seem like an eternity, but just counting 1, 2, 3 silently to yourself can help you take a breath, make a pause, and then begin your response with a short, clear answer. Pausing gives your brain an opportunity to think about the response, formulate the response. And when you focus and have clarity, again, you're much more powerful and you build a reputation of, I can trust this person because they're thoughtful in what they're sharing. Another way that you build your professional reputation when you speak is offering a different perspective. And this can be very challenging for people. You're in a room, your colleagues are talking, you feel like the momentum's going in one direction, yet in your head, you're unsure if this is the right direction based on your personal experience. But you wonder, am I the only one in the room that feels that way? And leadership's in the room. Do I dare say anything? Well, I want you to keep this in mind. People failed to speak up before the launch of the Challenger back in the 80s. And that was an unfortunate mistake because they didn't raise an important issue. They were frightened and lives were lost. If you've ever left a meeting thinking, I should have said something. That's your clue to pay attention and know when you have that feeling of, I should speak up, speak up. It takes practice, it takes commitment, and it takes trust in yourself that you can share it in a way that's clear, insightful, and focused. At the end of the day, the question is, will I be glad I said something even if my idea wasn't accepted? Or will this idea continually haunt me that, oh man, I wish I would have spoken up? So remember, it's not the big stages in life that are necessarily the make or break moments, but the small, everyday events that build our professional reputation. If you know somebody that would use this video or find this video helpful, please feel free to share it. And of course, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. You get weekly updates from me.